All right, guys, we didn't get much footage. Camera was acting up. Weather was throwing everything crazy left or right, but we got some race footage in and in practice and not much in between. So here during practice, first morning practice, there was ground was a little wet, but you can see I was using the rumble strips more. I was going out there to the outside. I left the same setup in that I had for the final round of practice to the first morning practice, and the cart was just hooked up and going. So with the MG tires, the cart really likes the caster. There I'm just trying to hook a ride on the 14 so it can pull me along. But no, the cart was just going and moving, and then you're gonna see here I was flying. It was just some really good clean laps in, and the cart kept getting quicker and quicker, and I'm just gonna start, going and going. But we knew weather was coming in, so there was a lot of changes throughout the day of what gearing to go to, what setup to go to. It was just hectic the whole day. That's why a lot of filming and footage didn't go through. But for the morning, it was a really good quick lap for as damp as the track had been, and some of the fastest lap all weekend. So cart was just rolling really well, going through the corners well, plenty of front bite. The rear was not sliding that much. The cart was just hooked up and going. So as you can see, I was able to close up on the group in front, get a nice little tow around the track right here in the fast section. I really don't get held up anywhere or lose much time. But P1 in practice, I was super shocked when I saw the timesheets. Cart felt really, really good, so I was really happy with everything. And it was just on to qualifying, and that's when the heavens opened up. We had qualifying on full rains. My rain tires, no excuse. Even if I think I had like really good rain tires on, I think Michelle had me covered pretty good. He is really good in the rain. This is his home track. He just has thousands and thousands of laps. The guy knows how to drive. He outran me by a second. I was P2, and he outran me by a second. Now, that was all driver. That's just not like better tires or not. I know my tires were old, but to be honest, a second, I don't know if tires would have made that big of a difference. Looking back at it, I could have done differently on some of the lines. I could have taken differently. I could have put a full range setup in. I just, really all I did was just leave the cart the way it was, slapped on some tires, and hopefully qualified decent, because the weather was supposed to clear out and we were supposed to have a clean, pre-final and final dry, which it did not happen. So P2 for qualifying. I can't believe it. Shocked. Excellent day so far. On to Miguel's pre-final. So Miguel's pre-final was so bad, not even the camera want to watch it. He qualified P2, had an excellent rain setup in, used the same rain tires I had, was off pole by 0.2, and then the first couple turns, P1 hooked his bumper, sent him to the wall, and then he just got freight trained and got bumped around and just got muscled around real bad, real hard at the beginning of the race. They were dry in a dry and conditioned track. Just honestly just got muscled around. There's some heavy hitters out there for sure in the light class, the medium class. So Miguel just didn't have the best run at the beginning, so that was basically it. And then just to add insult to injury, the chain broke. It didn't pop off. The chain snapped and broke. There was no chain when he came off track. So he was not happy when we came off track, that's for sure. He was hot.
3 different chains.
Jesus.
Yeah.
There's 3 different chains.
Pre-finals in the books. Miguel's having a blast.
Oh, absolutely. I fucking love Homestead. Y'all do a great job here.
Okay, he's still mad. Let's
But the track did nothing wrong.
he's still mad.
It's the driver.
All right.
The drivers.
Miguel's upset. He got roughed up pretty good.
From P2.
From P2, he fell down to like PA, and then after that, he got butt raped the whole time. But after that, then he threw the chain, which made it way, way worse. Our pre-finals, went shitty.
I had a great start. I went from 9th to like 5th like this.
So Gabe had a good start. All these dang two-strokes just revving their engine up for no reason. And then I finished P2, but the camera was not on the cart, and that's a good thing because I drove really bad.
And then I finished last.
Michelle freaking just drove.
Michael.
Is it Michael or Michelle?
Michael.
It's Michael, man.
Call Misha.
Because I thought it was Michelle.
Like the guy from Dodgeball. Misha.
Okay.
Like the biggest-
So Michael, well, we're probably saying it wrong. So Michael drove away from me in the rain, like bad.
Well, I don't know if he's not bad.
So I threw the new rain tires on because those super old ones are not working anymore.
So
And we're hoping it stays dry because I think I'm much faster in the dry than the wet.
now something interesting that's happened yesterday and happened today. It never happened to us before.
What?
Your button messed up yesterday. My button. Messed
Oh
up
yeah,
today.
so there's a
so-
new thing for the
and-
206 that
So
we
add that
found
to your
out.
maintenance list.
Yeah.
And I got P2 in the ring.
Oh yeah, Miguel qualified P2,
Qualified.
but we already know that. But right here,
I hope it rains.
we've been having issues with the cart cutting off because we're hitting the rumble strips. And we talked to BTM Mornay, and Mornay says unplug the kill switch. No more shutting off issue.
Just like that.
Just like that. We can't shut the motors off, but just like that.
Just pull the spark plug. Pull the spark plug.
Yeah. Dude. Don't do that. Don't listen to them.
That's what they do on the other one.
Yeah, but they have a freaking puller. You're not going to grab this.
Zip tie.
You're not going to grab that.
Cowboys grab that.
Okay. There got me up, Cowboy. All right. On to the finals. We don't know the weather. We don't know the gear.
Shock will be sometimes.
We know nothing at the moment.
Bring your life back to
Nothing.
Make
life.
sure your heart rate's still working.
Don't even know what sub to put in.
Who knows?
Who knows?
We, got
We don't
45
know.
minutes. We have no idea what we're doing.
We have no idea. By the seat of our pants. All right, on to my finals. Starting P2, had a really good in the pre-final run. Just got waxed by Michelle. But then in the dry, now the track dry, we had a good setup in the dry. And I wanted to be hoping the finals were dry because I think I had something for the leader in this session. And sure enough, the cart was on fire. It was hooked up. Really didn't push hard the whole race. I'm going to make a move at the beginning. First, I'm just seeing where I can be quicker than him, not where I'm going to be quicker, but where I can be quicker. I'm sizing him up, and right off the bat, once we get on the backstretch, I noticed that he has at least one tooth less than me. So he has the top end straightaway speed. I'm going to peg the limiter, and he's going to start walking away. So literally, my pass is going to have to be done in one of the slower parts of the track. I always want to get out early in the lead and dictate the pace of the race, just so I don't overwork the tires or get the cart tight or get the cart in a bad situation. I just wanted to be the one dictating the pace so I know how to manage everything. That's just how I like to try. I like to try to go to a lead early, and if I can't make the lead early, I'm gonna try and make a pass towards the end of the race. So about lap 3, I start getting a really good run out of 5, and I'm on his back bumper, and I'm not pushing hard. I'm just getting the cart just set up where I need the cart to be, and I have Phil right behind me. I knew that he was just going to sit back there for a while. He had told me he's just going to wait until 2 laps to go and then start to try making moves. So I wanted to try to make a move right away. Hopefully we both could get past Michelle and then maybe do a slight breakaway. So I get a really good run through 1, 2. He's going to look over his shoulder. So during 1, I get a good run. 2, I get a good run. Right after 3, he's going to look to the right, and I'm going to shoot left. He opened the door, and I just took it. Took the position, and then immediately found out that Phil did not get behind me. Michelle was behind me, and he was pushing me down the straightaway extremely hard. So I was hoping he would get back around me because there's no way I was going to run away with this show. So it was best scenario was basically let him lead the race, and just sit behind him for the rest of the race. Just don't let him drive away. That's what was my mindset, and that was what I was going to do. Just sit right here, right behind him, gets me in turn 1, and I'm just going to sit the rest of the race right behind. I'm really not going to push hard. I'm just going to look after my tires and my equipment, and then the last 3 laps, I'm going to start closing the gap again and start pushing again pretty hard. With 3 to go, I start closing the gap. I know Phil's back there just chomping on the bits. I couldn't drop him. He was just sitting back there, but in the last 3 laps, I was able to knock on some really fast lap times, pull a slight gap, and then I was just wanting to make the move the last lap. After studying where I was a little bit quicker on the infield, turn 5 was his weak point and turn 5 was my strong point. Also due to gearing, if I can slow him up on turn 5 bad enough, it would kill him all the way back around to the start finish line. So I was just trying to set him up and, you know, make the move happen when it was going to happen, but I needed him to know that I was back there. So coming to the 2 to go, I'm going to start pushing the envelope a little bit harder. I'm going to start showing my nose a little more. He knows I'm back there. I give him a little tap. He knows I'm going to be coming. And then I'm going to basically, these last 2 laps, I'm going to start showing the nose a lot more. He knows. It's just the pressure to try to get him off his game. But he's such a good driver. Really, the good drivers don't get fazed by this. He doesn't make any blocks that he doesn't need to make. But right here, after turn 4, the kart is able to pick back up. And then this is where my gearing is going to help me out in the infield. And then turn 5, I was just killing it through 5. This is where I wanted to make the move. I think 5 was going to be it for the final turn. So coming up here, I'm going to get a really good run to his double right. And then shoot out to a double left. And then I'm going to start showing my nose, letting him know. There's no way to get around him down the straightaway. Even if Phil was pushing, it was no. I get a good exit here, show the nose. I'm on the limiter, can't get by him. He goes down slightly. It's going to kill his last turn a little bit. So I'm going to show him the nose again. I couldn't get up beside him far enough to make the move happen in 1. He slows down in 1, and I knew being this close, turn 5 was it. Turn 5, I was going to shove it down on the inside. But Phil decided to shove it down on the inside himself. So I see Phil come on the inside and just get cleaned out. I know that he went in hard and he probably clipped the curbing on the inside and just washed out wide. And after that, I got junk on my tires, and that was the race. All plans went out the window. Next time, I will push a little bit harder and make the move a lap sooner, and then try to dictate. But I did not think I could hold off for the race win with 2 to go. I think I had to make the move with 1 to go. So in the end, it was a really good hard race. I ended up P3 on track, but after penalties, P2. Overall, good, just frustrated, and it was just heartbreaker. Jesus Christ. God dang. All right, I'm glad. If you know Spanish, you're going to know that part. So Gabe's final. Our finals are in the book. And Gabe is working on the kart because he wants to make it faster. So Gabe, explain to us what happened.
So I started from the back of the field. Obviously, there's going to be slower traffic. For some reason, whoever the kart was in front of me decided to brake check in the middle of the apex of turn 1. So I don't know if maybe he thought he was going to go too far out. And so when he brake checked, obviously I hit the back of him, and then I just bounced straight to the right, straight directly to the wall. The one thing I couldn't do this weekend, which was fucking the front end of the car. So. Yeah. So the front end of this chassis has a couple of special stuff. The spindles.
Yes.
They're very special. So he spent a spindle but with Tiago. Yeah, Tiago. Getting that bad boy fixed up. My race went well. I had a chance for the win. A little scuffle there at the last lap. I finished P2 in the end. Good job to Michel.
Michel was fucking rolling.
I know, dude. He
Michel
has.
was rolling.
It's his car. It's his track.
Rolling.
That's my excuse. This is home track.
Michel's like, I'm your dad.
Yeah. Nah, man. I was. You know what? It's my fault. I should have made a move with 2 to go. I knew someone behind me was going to get impatient. And I just wanted to make the move on the last lap, turn 5. Tomorrow, maybe I'll be the third one in line. And I'll help him make the move. I'll help him so well, maybe I can get by both of them.
And help him off track.
We'll see. All right, guys. Miguel's finals coming up. GoPro's on. May it last the whole race. Miguel's final, he actually grew a set because I told him if he comes off track without putting his elbows out, I was going to flip the kart off the stand. And through 1, 2, and 3, he actually made up a whole bunch of moves. So super proud of him.
He had a quick cart at the very beginning, but then the cart would just fall off hard. Found out at the end of the day, when we start measuring the whole cart, we usually run 212 rims. For SSKC, you have to run 180 rims. So when Miguel took off the 212s, instead of moving his hubs out to get the overall rear width he needed, he moved the hubs in. Why? He doesn't even know. So he was running extremely narrow in the back. Way more narrow than the back than we even do for jacks. He was somewhere around 44 and a half. That's why the cart got tight. That's why the cart would fall off. But overall, he had a good run in the finals for Saturday. Didn't quit, kept digging. Started last, made a couple of spots, held off a couple guys for a while. The 5 got around him. This is not Miguel's best track. Miguel does a lot better on tracks that he's actually had a lot of seat time at. Just tracks that he doesn't get much seat time at, it's just definitely something that he struggles at. But overall, he did a great job. You know, for a place I wouldn't go to once a year, he really gave it everything he had and didn't give up. Other people would have quit, but he stayed in it. Not the Saturday result that he wanted, but he held on to the very end. We were going to get that cart straightened out definitely for Sunday, especially after seeing the mistake that he did on the final lap. He did a really good job keeping the rest of the pack behind him. He was battling it out, even with the cart that was just falling off, and that was due to a tuning mistake. But overall, he did pretty well. We did do some video after this to show him to get closer to the apex. He just needs laps here at this track. But thanks for everybody watching. Thanks for everybody for all the support. It's awesome going down to Homestead, running this event, running the series. It was great being there. It was great seeing all of our friends down there. Great way to end out the year in December. It was a long drive, but we were down there having fun, just fighting the weather because it's South Florida. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully catch you guys on track soon enough. I'm glad you guys enjoy these videos. It's a pleasure doing them, and I'm going to keep trying to do them and do the best I can. Take it easy, guys.